Good evening, Nigeria. Welcome to another day to talk about things that happen for inside the country. They always give me joy to talk about things that happen for our country. Welcome to Updates with Precious. Today, on a Saturday, the fourth day of the month of October 2025. Make I begin giving an update of things and we be say the share sharp, sharp, sharp. I remember say today and Saturday. So as today and Saturday, will they chronicle the history of democracy for Nigeria with Dr. Peter Anosike. He will join us as we look at what we get to do with our democracy. How our democracy don't use grow rich the way it don't grow rich like this. All of those ones and more. Now we're going to talk about. Welcome to the show. Ngwa Shapali make I give an update of things in what they share for Nigeria. So small drama happened on top of the streets of social media as Oga Bayo Onanuga begin try to give buzzwords to a US senator where they try to push, say, make them sanction Nigeria because of the killing of Christians. But as the drama happened, as Bayo they pushed this, he said, don't try this, don't do this. It's not good. There are no killing of Christians in our people, in Nigeria. Nigerians, for inside the timeline, begin bring out evidence, Oga Bayo no fit talk again. Say make I bring that drama, give on what is going on. You Nigerians, you don't rest at all. All right, enough is enough. Fulani community cries out over alleged attack in Plateau community. Why terror persists, another governor opens up. We'll look into that one. Bad leadership, a curse from the pit of hell. Who talk this one? And why the person write this kind one? Bad leadership, a curse from the pit of hell. I just think it's important. Make we look at the effect of bad leadership for our lives. Meanwhile, it still get to do with insecurity. Southwest will not reward Tinubu's failure in 2027. Benga or Lawekpo. Hashim, now they talk this one. So Southwest, they being big zone, no go reward them, no go vote for them. Why? Why you not think like that? Well, we'll go talk about them when the time reach. And then gunmen killed doctor in Abuja, abduct his 3 children. Gunmen killed doctor, bab in 3 children. For inside this Nigeria, for Abuja, that is Wike's Abuja. Hey. Boko Haram never nominated Buhari as negotiator. Jonathan fabricated story for his 2027 campaign. Garba now they talk that one. But Garba Jonathan don't come out, come respond, say, I no talk, say Boko Haram nominate Tamo. I not talk, say Buhari get connection with Boko Haram, but I talk, say they nominate them to represent them. Now, waiting, I talk. Court refuses Kachiku's motion against INEC ADC leadership. That one saved dig ground, and we'll go look into that one. And then fresh Boko Haram attacks. I notified Nigerian military, but my request was ignored. Ogazulum, now they talk that one. And then we'll move on to other issues that still get to do with insecurity. As Oga Monarch, that is a king where be say Boko Haram pursue, Boko Haram come out from the community, don't they Cameroon, they speak for inside Cameroon, they talk, waiting they get to go through. Meanwhile, to enter that matter, stop the demolition of Igbo houses in Lagos. Deputy Speaker Carlo don't call on Tinubu the beggar. I beg you that it might be no, they demolish Igbo people houses for inside Lagos State. Oga Atiku Abubakar, as he get to do with contesting, I don't understand. I don't understand why anybody has to even say this. Well, in age, don't talk, say, I beg, make una give a Nobel laureate prize for aspiring to be president because ain't don't you try too many times where you don't contest, you don't reach to get Nobel laureate prize. Is that supposed to be a good thing? Speaking about Nobel laureate, our Nobel laureates, Wale Soyinka say in discover say in no really day real. How waiting be that discovery we make? Well, all this and more now we're going on about this evening. Always a pleasure to be with Ona and bring on things that when they share for inside the country. Joining me for inside the studio now, Oga Peter Anosike. Make I look whether in the hear me. Oga Peter Anosike, good evening and thank you so much for joining us. Can you hear me? Please say something.
Good evening, I'm hearing you.
Fantastic. This one enter well. I like as they hear me. All right. Welcome to the show, sir. Thank you so much as you join us. Okay. So Mek will start with the matter. I mean, we'll not go start this conversation without talking about waiting they happen for US. It only they good Mek will start with this. You know, say US don't they push this narrative of killing of Christians for Nigeria. And not just US now, even for the Canadian Parliament. They don't come raise the matter again too. As they talk to you, plenty drama day will happen, and I go show you the drama them because here I they give evidence. So before we enter inside your book reviewing and talk about the democracy of Nigeria in terms of the history, we could just give Nigeria a small update. It all started with a tweet where he say US Senator. I don't know whether you know a particular US Senator, what they call Ted Cruz. You don't hear his name before, Abi? Oga Ted
Yes,
Cruz. Yes.
from Texas.
Fantastic. Oga, you sabi something. Well. So Ted Cruz tweets something. He say officials in Nigeria are ignoring and even facilitating the mass murder of Christians by Islamist jihadists. Now it's time to hold those responsible accountable. My Nigeria Religious Freedom Accountability Act would target these officials with powerful sanctions and other tools. Now, wait till he talk. Oga Bayo Onanuga, in fact, a lot of reply come under Ramo, but Oga Bayo Onanuga could not have it. Immediately, with immediate effect, himself respond to Oga Ted Cruz. Make I find that Oga Bayo Onanuga response very quickly. Because he react to him, say, Oga, stop this thing. This thing way they do no good. There are no killing targeted at Christians alone in Nigeria. Now, waiting Oga Bayo Onanuga talk. But waiting, they're amazing for waiting Oga Bayo Onanuga talk. Nigerians are not even having it. Nigerians begin give them evidence. Shapale make a read in response. He says, Senator, stop this malicious, you see, I'm waiting they right there. This malicious against Nigeria. There is no killing targeted at Christians in Nigeria. Against my country. We do not have religious war in my country. The degraded book, he called them degraded though. He said the degraded Boko Haram. But a lot of Nigerians can't give response. The degraded Boko Haram terrorists operating on the fringes of Nigeria's northeast targets everyone. They attack farmers and outsiders. The bandits in the northwest, he just talks. Say they target everyone. So say they target us in Nigerians alone. Guess what? The tweet where you see under now, another guy will be Hausa guy. You see his name, Zaria Yusuf, come put him, say the mass graves of Christians in southern Kaduna tells the story of this to everyone. Then come put that video where El Rufai do when him be the talk, say they will continue to do Muslim to make sure, that video will go popular then where he talk. A computer. And other Nigerians, Nigerians, na him talk. Next thing, Nigerians come begin bring out evidence of the number of Nigerians who don't die, Christians who don't die under APC administration. Begin put them under. But there is another tweet that caught my attention that I thought. Another person, another US citizen, Conrad say, focus on the government. On that Ted Cruz tweet, say, focus on the government. Cut them off from the US marketplace. Did you hear him? Declare officials persona non grata. That is all the official all the officials declare them persona non grata, and then bomb the areas where Boko Haram and other Muslim armies are located, and provide local Christian communities with arms and training. Now, waiting this person talk. So this kind of results, solution where people can't give her, the thing can't be so worrisome. Oga Bayo Onanuga could not have it. So there was a lot of drama that played out. I can't say make her ask. In fact, that was not even all. People can't even begin give evidence. Now, this particular Andrew Scheer will be a UK, a Canadian opposition leader.
He's in the parliament.
Yes, Canadian Parliament, now opposition parliament member.
The Honourable Member for Regina Capel. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to bring attention to the Honourable Member for Regina Capel. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to bring attention to the tragedy Christians in Nigeria are experiencing. The deadly terrorist organization Boko Haram is trying to eliminate the Christian faith from Nigeria. This is the same terrorist group that kidnapped dozens of young schoolgirls and burned innocent civilians alive in cages. According to reports, over 3.5 million people have been forced to flee their homes. 3 churches are destroyed every single day. 7,000 Christians were massacred this year alone, and the faithful must now meet in secret or in burnt-out sanctuaries. Sadly, the world is turning a blind eye to the plight of Christians in Nigeria. There are no embedded journalists covering the violence. There are not daily updates. Politicians around the world are not asked questions about how they will respond. We cannot ignore this violence and tragic loss of life. We must speak out and shine a light on what's happening so that people can donate to relief efforts and provide support to those displaced by violence. To my brothers and sisters in Christ, we know you know the power of prayer. We will not forget you. Stay strong. Keep the faith.
All right, so people come begin release this video, and then other comments. Nigerians just they under the tweet. They tell the lambast Bayo Onanuga instead of them to support their country spokesperson. They call the lambast and they tell and say which kind of thing be this one where you they talk. This one where you they talk they good. What's in this thing mean to Nigeria? This kind of thing where we say the Nigerian citizens and like say they support person way from outside in terms of waiting they happen for their country and against the spokesperson of the government. First of all, make I take your opinion on the killing or the purported killing of Christians for Nigeria.
Well, the world has become a community, and with the social media, nothing is hidden anymore. So whatever you are doing at the back of your yard, somebody else is seeing it. So this man is saying that 3 churches have been destroyed on a daily basis in Nigeria, and that 7,000 people have been killed just this year alone. So ask yourself, how did he get this information? Or the world is everybody is now a golden fish. You cannot hide anywhere anymore, and this is worrisome because it's now getting an international dimension from America to Canada. And Ted Cruz is a very popular senator from Texas, and in 2016 he contested for the Republican ticket with Donald Trump. So he is very, very influential, and him having this opinion, Nigeria government should be worried.
So, but what is your opinion about the killing of Christians? Do you think the killing it's somewhat targeted to Christians? Because people they talk and say the way the killings used the Christian communities now they more attacked. The Benue states of this world, the Plateau states of this world, the Southern Kadunas of this world, even the Borno, Gongon, most of the places where the things they happen for Borno are Christian dominated areas. So now what people they talk about?
Southern Borno is where Chibok is.
Yes.
Understand? Southern Chibok is in southern Borno. So I don't want to. Christians have been majorly affected. More churches have been burnt than mosques. Okay. So, and again, if we check, we now have a Muslim president, Muslim vice president in a secular state.
So you think, so in fact, your brother, it be like saying your brother Kenneth Okonkwo get meeting before this incident, this interview.
I never see him since 1 year.
Because the brother Kenneth Okonkwo talk for one interview with Grant recently, say, apart from the fact saying in finish your brother Peter Obi, in Lambas Peter Obi, he talk for that interview, say, one of the reasons we make these international communities, they push the agenda of Christian killings, now majorly because of our Muslim tickets. But say they feel no talk amount, but it could be major because how come Christians are killed more? Because now you don't establish, say, more Christians are affected, even though say we know some Muslims they are affected. But in terms of number and casualties, now more Christians then gets the casualty past Muslims. So in talk, say they feel no talk. Say now because of the Muslim ticket, but that's actually the reason. Do you agree?
Well, they say no smoke without fire. So for me, Nigeria is a secular state. Even under the army, when Babangida was the head of state, Ebitu Kiwe, a Christian, was assisting him. When he removed Ebitu Kiwe, Ikomu, a Christian from Edo State, begin to assist him. Even under the army, we did not have a Muslim as number 1, number 2.
So then how did this Muslim ticket now come to stay? And it may likely continue to 2031. I mean, with the movement of Kwankwaso now to APC. You know, say the head of Kwankwaso movement now don't move to APC. So next thing will be Kwankwaso himself. So how come it did possible? If we were to have a Christian ticket, would the Muslims accommodate it as Christians have accommodated it?
They will not. They will not.
Then how do you call Nigeria a secular state if they would not?
They will not, because one, they feel that Nigeria belongs to them because in 1959, Britain rigged the election for the Muslim North.
So all this is
So,
where they
so
happen.
not be only Nigeria, not be only Nigeria they rig election. No, Britain they also rig election.
Okay, but another angle to this conversation, now, see people they talk, say the US and the international community where they push this agenda, say they do have to destabilize Nigeria, not because say they really want to help the Christians. Because to them, not
for me, I don't think so because they know all the problem will go happen if there's a Nigeria is the most populated country in Africa, more than 220 million. Imagine what will happen if there's crisis in Nigeria. It will affect every part of Africa and even the Europe and America.
Okay, so that means it's actually with a clear intention, especially this one where you be say Canadian parliaments don't also carry the matter. So if you say the intentions they good.
For me, the intentions is good. They should stop it.
So what does this mean to President Bola Tinubu, especially considering what they talk about, all those records with the US according to them say, and then in re-election for 2027? What's it mean to them?
Well, for me, last week I told you that Tinubu is running from Donald Trump, and now Akonde also said that Tinubu did not go to Onga to avoid the embarrassment. Now Akonde was the media aide to Oshibajo because Onga don't come to anybody by surprise. As me and you they talk now, we know that Onga comes September of every year. The third week of September, the Tuesday of every week of the third Tuesday of September every year. So there's always 1 year notice of Onga meeting. So you cannot say that it came to me by surprise. I wasn't prepared. So Onga, as we talk now, Onga will come 2026 September, third week in September, the Tuesday in September. So you cannot say, I didn't know, I forget. So that Tinubu did not go.
So you're saying that Tinubu did not go.
He know that Onga is coming. Understand? So he just systematically avoid it. Now, no Akonde say not to avoid the embarrassment from Donald Trump.
And you seem to agree with him for that one when you talk like that. Okay, so because a lot they get to talk about, we get a lot to talk about concerning the disaster or the things, insecurity problem for inside Nigeria. But we could just quickly move on to other issues still concerning the insecurity. Now, Fulani community for inside Riyom local government area of Plateau State, they don't demand an end to what they described as unprovoked attacks on herdsmen by natives who also kill their cows. They say natives away from that place, they kill their cows. Now, the warning, they say, now inside the statement, BBC they write on behalf of the headers of the council by the group secretary, Abdullahi Yusuf. He called for a cessation of unprovoked and coordinated attacks on Fulani headers to avoid reprisals, which often end in massive bloodshed. In the Yaram, so may they stop to kill their cow before they go attack again now. Plenty of people go come down and they go say na their fault too. And but the farmers they talk say these people come and carry their cows and scatter their lands and their farms. If you tell them to go, na problem, then go die. Where they tell them to go, as in they go kill you when they tell them to go. So what should they do? You understand?
Well,
I don't know how we'll have to solve this problem, but let me take your take. How is it that the government never even look at any way, a better way to solve this issue anyway? But let's take your take.
Madam Precious, if you check, more than 200 communities in Plateau State has been sacked, and the name of the village renamed into Fufude language. Me and you know who they speak Fufude. Understand? Me and you know who they speak Fufude. The same thing has now escalated to Benue State. Any community where or they sack, they will rename it Fufude. And these people are saying that their cows are being killed. So, but they themselves are killing human beings. So to them, cow is equal to human being.
So what
So
would they
for
have
me,
done?
no. If I kill your cow, kill my goat.
So the reason I ask you what would they have done, remember say one senator for inside on a House of Rep don't talk, say them value their cow or even past their own life. That it is their culture.
Well, even when your uncle Rotimi Amechi was the transport minister, they asked him why are there no speed trains in Nigeria. He said because cows are crossing the rail line. He did not say human beings. He said because cows are crossing the rails.
So you get to call him my uncle for him to sing. So that means, okay, so why Nigeria they so particular at the cow business? Now a business where they give Nigeria money have been a private business. No establishment first of all.
Cow business is like the traders in Andaba and Aspanda.
So why it be say government they interested in helping the people where they do this business? Why?
Well, now you say now the culture of your people now. Because for Igbo land, after serving, they will settle you with maybe a shop or maybe some money in their own. Now cows, then they use settle people.
Because this insecurity don't continue like this to the persist. In fact, as I talk to you today, almost every for Borno State, for instance, there was Abdul Rahman Abubakar, district head of Kirawa town for inside Boza, local government area of Borno State. He speak from when they for exile for Cameroon, where he be say Boko Haram pushing for in village. According to Daily Trust, the report say 2 persons were shot dead. And Abubakar's palace was burnt down during Boko Haram invasion earlier this week. Now, he don't there, they talk. For inside an interview with Reuters, so the monarch said he had no option but to leave Nigeria. He said, I was left with no option but to flee Nigeria. Abubakar was quoted to have said. And he said residents boarded trucks to seek refuge across the border while others ran to Maiduguri. Boko Haram had claimed responsibility for the attack, releasing video showing fighters touching barracks. According to Reuters, more than 5,000 people have fled into neighboring Cameroon following attacks by Boko Haram in Goza local government area. This na another incident again. This na person we don't live in village. This na people will be say this same bandits or terrorists or whatever they are don't cost them flee from their place. In fact, Oga Zulum, the governor of the state, he expressed deep concern over renewed Boko Haram attack for inside the state. He say this now because they follow the withdrawal of Cameroon troops for inside where they around them. Say Cameroon command their troops. Now Zulum on Friday say the civilian JTF fighters and Nigerian troops for the area say he had earlier warned the Nigerian military about the dangers of leaving the community without security presence. Say when them be they leave, come out, withdraw Nigerian JTF and some military from that area. Say he been a warn them, say make no leave, say they no agree, nobody agree answer him. In fact, quoting him, he said, I duly notified the Nigerian military of the dangers of leaving this town without security. This is a border community. Wilgo, Kirawa, Baga, Damasak, Malam Faturi, among others, are border communities that have to be protected because of their strategic importance, the governor was quoted saying. Now, according to him, despite the warning, unfortunately, my request didn't receive the deserved attention. And now people don't die unnecessarily. Why military go withdraw troop for place where they know say they're very volatile?
Well, that is it now. If you hear the one for Kwara State, the local vigilante saying a soldier came and told them bring their guns for servicing.
Yes,
say,
they
they say,
disarmed them. Yes, they disarmed them.
yes.
Go
So
ahead.
it happened today. The next day, this bandit struck.
So
Understand?
they are,
So what? So why are you now leaving people naked? Because that's what happened. So and this is it's also a part of our constitution. The problem of the constitution, because a governor cannot control even a corporal in the army. They always take their decision, their instruction from Abuja. So that's why chief security officer of a state will say something, and the army will not obey him.
so, but all these killings? How is it that this matter don't pass us to handle for Nigeria? How is it possible that this is beyond us for all
Well,
these
because
years?
those in government are not sincere with the fight. Some people are benefiting.
And then
Some people are
Nigerians are dying.
some people are benefiting from that from this fight.
But you know, I don't know whether you hear what Sultan of Sokoto talk yesterday. He said jihad not be about to conquer, not be about to be in charge of government, not be about to kill people. Say now for peace. So if Islam they preach peace, then why basically the people who they perpetrate this thing now the same Muslim people them too? How possible is they? Because some of them, the interpretation I say, like Boko Haram, say they don't want Western education. So they do them in the name of their own religion, say they don't want Western education. So how possible is it?
But then they use a Western gun now. Hmm? You know what?
And then they use Western ammunition.
Yes, now. You know what? Western education, they use a Western gun. But jihad cannot be for peace. Even when we read the history, jihad cannot be peaceful. Understand? So Sultan is not telling or the whole truth. Okay, if it's a jihad, for what? For what? At least una don't get a president, get a vice president. What else are you still fighting?
Hmm. All right, sir. Make we move on to other issues. Still, as it gets to do with security, we just hear today now again for Abuja. Say unidentified gunmen suspected to be kidnappers killed an Abuja-based veterinary doctor. Yes, Dr. Ifeanyi Obu. The gunmen also abducted Obu's 3 children, all in 3 children. Now, the deceased was a former chairman of Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, FCT chapter. The assailants were said to have invaded Obu's residence along the Kubwa Kaduna Road in the Kubwa area of the FCT on Friday night. The gunmen kidnapped him alongside his 3 children and later dumped his body by the roadside. Abuja, Federal Capital Territory. Again, we don't see this kind of incidents them for Abuja again. And Oganosik, I don't know whether you still there with me or your network don't go over, unfortunately. So this is another very worrisome development. Now, the gunman we heard kidnapped him alongside his 3 children and later dumped him. Yeah, according to a Facebook user, Andrew Gabriel Ikichuku confirmed Obu's death. They said Dr. Obu, the immediate past chairman of the NVMA FCT chapter, who was kidnapped alongside his 3 children from his home in Kubwa, Abuja, was found dead. Now, the 3 children are yet to be released. Say, may God's grace, may God please intervene. Now, the late Obu was described as a dedicated professional. He leaves behind a nursing wife and grieving family members. Obu's family remains in distress as efforts continue to locate and rescue his 3 abducted children. Now, colleagues and friends have expressed, of course, shock at the killing, describing it as a devastating loss to both his family and the veterinary profession. The attack comes just a week after the killing of Somto Chukwumaduago, a journalist with Arise TV, who died during a robbery incident at Katankbe area of Abuja. Police authorities are yet to even issue any official statement on Obu's killings and the abduction of his children. The FCT Police Command could not, of course, be reached at the time of the report. Yet another killing for inside inside Abuja, the FCT. What does this mean, sir? That our Abuja don't they so volatile? That is our federal capital territory, sir.
It means that nowhere is safer in the country. It means that nowhere is safer in the country. And when the president was reading his anniversary speech, he said that they are winning the war against the insurgents.
Yes.
That's what that the president said, that they are winning all the war against insurgents. But what you are seeing now, even in Abuja, where he lives, does it mean that they are winning war against the insurgents? If Abuja is not free, it's not safe, imagine the other parts of the country. If Abuja, where the president lives, is not safe, imagine it means that the other part.
Hello, sir. Oh dear, sorry. Network has gone bad. Okay, so while I'm waiting for Mr. Noseki to reconnect again, I think that this article is very important for us to pay attention to, and I waiting make me bring why terror they continue for inside Nigeria. So we heard it was it is not an interview, it was a private conversation, a rare moment of candor from a sitting governor who, in a hushed tone, admitted that many Nigerians dread to hear, or what many Nigerians dread to hear, insurgency and banditry may not end soon. Now, waiting the governor talk. Now, the chat, which began on routine social issues, veered into the thorny subject of insecurity. Now, the monster that has bled the Northeast for over a decade, battered the Northwest, and now creeping steadily towards the Kwara and, of course, other regions of the South. The governor spoke freely, not for the record, but as one who carried a heavy burden. His words were sobering, his fears genuine. Now, in fact, let me take Mr. Anoseki's point on this, because it's really very worrisome. I wish he can join us back. It did worrisome. It did bother you to hear say attacks, Boko Haram attacks, no go fit end anytime soon. For inside, not just Boko Haram, killings, insecurity may not end anytime soon in Nigeria. Welcome back. Sorry, sir, for the wahala. So here in an interview where a governor gets where they confess, say killings for Nigeria fit no end anytime soon. What does that mean?
Well, the old national anthem ended with "So help me, God."
They don't come out them. They don't come out that one.
So we.
So that's so help Nigeria, God.
So but I know that one chief of army staff or defense staff say Nigerians go and then karate and kung fu. You remember it?
Yes. Now they say they learn martial arts to use martial skills to use protect themselves.
And that should say they don't tire. They don't run out of idea. When a service chief begin telling people go and then martial arts. Understand?
All right. Oh dear, I think the network is really pretty bad. It just fluctuates up and down. All right. So I won't go straight to what happened yesterday. I sure soon I go don't hear that, because I think I gave an update on that during my show yesterday, where Garubashio had said that Boko Haram did not, as a matter of fact, appoint President Goodluck Jonathan. Sorry, appoint former President Muhammadu Buhari to join them, right, or to negotiate for them. And then he said quite a lot of stuff in that conversation. But Goodluck Ebele Jonathan now don't come also clarify the issue. Now, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, former president, while responding to the backlash which trailed his speech at the book launch of former Chief of Staff CDS Loke Rabo, in a statement signed by Ike Chukwueze, his spokesman, Jonathan said the attention of the office of the former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan has been drawn to misleading reports circulating in sections of the media, suggesting that Dr. Jonathan alleged that Boko Haram nominated the late President Muhammad Buhari to represent them in dialogue with the federal government, and therefore this made him somehow complicit in the Boko Haram crisis. We wish to make it abundantly clear that the former president's comment was grossly misinterpreted. At no time did Jonathan suggest, imply, or insinuate that President Buhari had any connection with Boko Haram or that he supported the group in any form. Dr. Jonathan's remarks made in the course of broader discussion in Nigeria's security challenges were meant to illustrate the deviousness and manipulative strategies employed by Boko Haram in their early years. His reference was a well-documented episode when various individuals and factions falsely claimed to represent the terrorist group and purported to name prominent Nigerians as possible mediators without without perhaps those individuals' knowledge. So bottom line then talks, in the talk, say, in no talk, say the Buhari no Boko Haram or in get any business to do with them. That's what he said. Dr. Peter Nosike, I don't know whether you hear me. Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
You heard what Jonathan said about Buhari being, yes. And you heard the rebuttal by Garba Shehu.
Yes.
Did you hear Garba Shehu denying it? And that it was not true. And Jonathan has also come now to clear that he didn't mean that it was true, that he didn't mean that Buhari had relationship with Boko Haram, but that he only said that Boko Haram once nominated him. Not just that it may be Boko Haram, it may be people canvassing as Boko Haram that nominated him. Let me take your input on that. Did indeed any group known as Boko Haram appoint or nominate Buhari to negotiate on their behalf?
It was all over the newspapers then. I'm not talking of social media. Hello?
So go ahead, sir. I can hear you.
I'm not talking of social media. It was all over the newspapers at that time that Boko Haram nominates Buhari to negotiate on their behalf. It was everywhere in the papers then. And if you remember, Buhari once said that the attack on Boko Haram is to depopulate the voters in the north. Buhari says so. That the attack on Boko, that Jonathan is using attack on Boko Haram to reduce the voting population in the north. And mind you again,
how come Garba Shehu I captured this one for a response or a reaction?
And mind you, they wrote a petition against Ihejirika to ICC.
Yes.
That he is that Ihejirika is committing genocide by fighting Boko Haram. So for me, these people have they may not have any direct link, but they have sympathy for them. They may not have any direct link, but they have sympathy for Boko Haram. That's why Sheikh Gumi is saying that these are hungry children, give them food.
But what is the agitation really? Because if we're talking about it, that means we should be able to trace what the agitation is. Jonathan gave example of the Niger Delta militants and how he entered their camp after the negotiation and all that. There is a bit of calm and peace in Niger Delta now. So for the Boko Haram or bandits, we think we go fit classify as the agitation. We make this thing be continue.
Well, for me, Motana Nyako is my former governor of Adamawa State. Is my very good friend. And one day I was in his house when he was governor. He told me that the cause of Boko Haram is malnutrition. Understand? Yes, that's what a governor told me. Yes, that the youths are no more eating well, and when you don't eat well, your brain will not develop. So it is malnutrition that is causing Boko Haram. And then
banditry too.
that we are talking about Boko
Haram.
Haram before that time. Boko Haram have not gotten children. At that time, Boko Haram have not gotten children, but now they don't born plenty children. They don't born bandits, Manduda, and so on and so forth. It's WAP. So the
Yay.
governor said so the governor said it is malnutrition because the youths are no more eating well. And if you don't eat well, your brain will not develop.
So if na malnutrition, waiting that idea, that concept, that idea alone, waiting it mean? Say a governor go fit talk, say waiting the cost security, people they carry gun, kill people in mass, and malnutrition. What does it mean? Is that not dangerous for us?
Because they're not thinking. Because according to him, they're not thinking well.
But the governor is not malnourished now.
No, or the governor is not malnourished. He is eating well.
Sad.
He is eating well.
Quickly move on to other issues so that we'll enter inside that book matters. So I mean Benga or Hashim don't talk, say the West no go ever, that is Yoruba people no go vote for Tinubu for 2027 because they no go reward him bad leadership with votes. Do you agree with him?
Well, ethnicity is still very strong in the country. Somebody will say, I don't like Tinubu, but now my brother, I'm not going to leave my brother go vote another person. So make I the sufferer as long as say now my brother they there. So
So you know believe saying Yoruba people go say, okay, I mean the Southwesterners go say no, let's not vote for him, let's vote for the right person who, if that's ever possible.
Now those who are enlightened, that when they say let us look for a competent person.
All right, then let's quickly move to another issue very quickly. Entering inside political conversation now. The Abuja division of the Federal High Court on Friday don't refuse to hear an application filed by Dumebi Kachuku, against the Independent National Electoral Commission and David Mark-led leadership of the ADC. Now, Mr. Kachuku, the 2023 presidential candidate of ADC, seeking an order compelling INEC to forthwith withdraw the unlawful publication of David Mark, Raoul Farik Beshola, and the other people as leaders of the party. Say they no be the leader of the party. But Justice James Omotosho, however, declined to hear the motion, which was brought by Dayo Akinlaja, will be lawyer to Kachuku. In fact, he said that this court is not inclined to nullify anything at this stage, whether done before or now. This is political case, Mr. Motosho said. I am not taking any interlocutory matter. Instead, Mr. Motosho held that all the process filed by the parties, including the preliminary objections of the defense, could be taken together with the substantive suit. He said all efforts by Mr. Akinlaja to have his application heard were rebuffed by the judge. INEC, of course, had recently recognized Oga David Mark, Raoul Farik Beshola, and co as leaders of the party. And Kachuku did fight back. Now, Kachuku go in the capacity as the former presidential candidate of the party to court to seek, say, may they nullify these people them. This one where courts don't answer them now. What does it mean? And they come with another question, but as courts answer them now, say they no go fit hear the matter. What do it mean? Do you think it's Uhuru for David Mark-led leadership, or there is more to come because there are other cases in courts too?
No, it is not Uhuru. Omotosho say he doesn't want to take the case bit by bit. Bring all you have to the so that make we hear everything that's at the same time. So it is still not yet Uhuru.
Now, the reason I ask this question, I say we've been here for grant, according to gossip. Say one of the reasons where them say the president used order for the INEC chairman make it proceed on terminal leave. Now, because of say he get mind go recognize the David Mark-led leadership of the ADC, and plus including say he go to register new political parties. Right. So if this is correct, that means the body language of the present administration, I said they no want made and recognize the David Mark leadership of the party, because the present administration, all parties them don't they already accuse the leadership of the country, saying that then they cause trouble for all opposition parties. So if this is the case, how you take say ADC go fit you survive and thrive with all this matter, we go come.
Well, the case is in the court. It's a court that will decide. But I know, say, as matured politicians, they will have. They will also have their plan B and C, in case if, or there's a man I know we talk say they go church. They also do omenana. In case if this one no work, this one go work.
No go work. All right, then. Make we go straight to Atiku Abubakar. This may be a very interesting conversation about Atiku Abubakar, your guy. As Paul Ibe, the media advisor to former president, Vice President Atiku Abubakar, don't talk, say, in principle, deserve to get a Nobel laureate for his repeated attempts to become Nigeria's president. Atiku done the contest since 1993 or so. In fact, since 1992. He said, yeah. So is of course, because say in the contest since 1992 till date, and in a conversation to also contest again for 1997. Now, while featuring on, I think, Trust TV's Daily Politics on Thursday, day before yesterday, Ibe dismissed the narrative that Atiku has contested for presidential election too many times. He said Atiku Abubakar has been on the ballot 3 times for the record. That was 2007 under AC, 2019 PDP, and 2023 PDP. So it's actually 3 times. But when told that Atiku has been an aspirant for, I think, 5 times, 2007, 2011, 2025, 2019, and 2023, he said Atiku Abubakar should get a Nobel Prize for that, adding that the former vice president feels that he has something to offer, and that's why he's insisting. Excuse me, sir. A lot of people, they of the opinion, say make Atiku Abubakar step down, especially because, I mean, considering that his age, almost at 80 years old, he don't be a bit too old and frail by the time he will win election, can rule for 4 years. Excuse me, but Atiku is not backing down, even though he been done promise recently, say in no mind to step down for a younger person, but he declined that statement, say no, talk him and all that. Make I first of all take your opinion before I ask a lot of questions.
Well, Atiku, for me, he has a record of being the youngest presidential aspirant and now the oldest presidential aspirant. In 1992, he was a very young man and he stepped down for MKO Abiola under SDP. He was the youngest presidential aspirant. And now he will be 80 by 2027. That will also make him officially. I say officially because somebody say that somebody who's from Ishekiri said and who is related to Remi Tinubu. Yes, said that Tinubu should be 86. Understand? I'm talking of T-Mark.
Yes, T-Mark.
Yeah, T-Mark said that Tinubu should be 86. You know, he's related to Tinubu's wife. Understand? So officially, I think he should be the youngest presidential aspirant and the oldest presidential aspirant. So maybe that was
civil service now the real age. You know, say that one 50 gets more football management, maybe 2, 3, 4 years additional. You can't tell.
No,
now, so
don't always make it 5.
So
on a 5, then they move. And
why is it they make 5? That means there's a possibility they upgraded by 5. Sorry, downgraded by 5.
Yes, then that's why die they go market well. That's for civil servants.
They could just dye their hair. Maybe they see their grade.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you were still talking about what that means. You know, but for a lot of people they talk, see this Nobel laureate thing where you talk like this now actually a mockery on them. Do you mean that he should keep contesting for somebody who don't contest this so many times. How many times do you have to fail before you give up to say, you know what, I give up, let me give room for others? Must you be the president for you to contribute your quota to Nigeria? You were once a vice president and you contributed your quota. Isn't that enough for you? Now, waiting people they talk. Why must you contest again and again?
Well,
say no be your people turn based on
Buhari won on his fourth attempt. Buhari contested 2003, 2007, 2011, and now winning in 2015. That's on his fourth attempt. So Atiku is now by 2027, assuming he contests, will be his fourth attempt on the ballot.
Not his fourth attempt, though. He contested in 2007. He was in the ballot.
Yes, under Tinubu AC.
Yes, in 2011 too.
No. He didn't contest in 2011.
Then okay. Then in 2025.
No, I mean on the ballot as a candidate, not as a parent.
Okay. All right then. Okay, on the ballot as a candidate. Okay, maybe the luck na the fourth record time.
Well, it could be.
But what does it mean? What does it mean if Atiku actually use annoyance, leave PDP because he feels say it's supposed to be time for the North and go form APC with the rest of the coalition people, and then now for 2023, after the same people will be saying help bring into power, don't rule for 8 years, he still come back, then give a ticket, he contest, he fail, he still won't continue to rule. What does it mean? What does it speak about? What it mean?
Well, for me, it shows desperation. For me, it shows desperation. He has been vice president for 2 terms. That's under Olusegun Obasanjo, which means constitutionally he cannot be a vice president again.
Yes.
Yes, and the age is not on his side. By 2027, he will be 80. So he cannot wait till 84, which is 2031. So he feels that 2027 will be his last chance.
And if he contests in 2027, what happens?
You say?
Okay, you say and again. Let me let you complete. See and again, what happens, sir?
Again, he feels that this is his best chance since Buhari is no more. So he is now the most popular politician in the North. He is now the most popular politician in the North after Muhammadu Buhari. So he feels that 2027 is his now or no more.
So somebody be don't talk for this platform, say the political calculation by the Northerners and people with the support Atiku Abubakar, and I say if Peter Obi contests, Tinubu contests, he could divide the votes of the South. Then him automatically could get all the votes of the North because North no one see Tinubu eye, and that means he go win election. How you see that calculation?
Well, if Peter Obi contests, because Peter Obi is likely going to will take a southeast and south. And again, I'm sure Igbos make up at least 20% of most of the states in the country. So, but when all the vote is divided, as you say now, it's going to give Atiku an advantage. But mind you, he can only count on northwest, northeast. North Central is like an orphan, no father, no mother. It can go to anywhere.
So that means that calculation fee no work for him. Because say Northerners, when they talk, they count the entire North as a part of the calculation. and conquest, like part of the North generally would vote for them?
No, North Central done the coup. Understand?
Because now they don't have
Because
more body.
yes, because Middle Belt now issued a statement say now Peter Obi then go support 2027. That's
So if
Middle
we get
Belt
this,
forum.
so if we get this 3-leg race again for 2027, what's it mean?
Well, it will be like what happened in 1979 when we have NPP, MPN, and that's NPP, Nnamdi Azikiwe, MPN, Shehu Shagari, and UPN, Obafemi Awolowo. So everybody that's win their own area, but none could form a government. So NPP and MPN has to enter into an accord. So, and how they did it was that MPN, which has more states from the north, produced a Senate President Joseph Wires. Then MPP produced a Speaker Edwin Umezuoke. So when nobody has that's a majority, it means that they have to enter into an alliance or into an accord. And if it happens, I think we will prefer entering into an accord with Peter Obi than with Tinubu.
Why do you think so? Because people don't talk. Some people don't talk saying if they work with Tinubu silently, considering say him be former customs officer and if he still get racket for customs, we ain't gonna need Tinubu to help and protect. So why do you think so?
But this one now, personal interest is involved. Article 1 answer president. His mates don't answer president. He won't answer president.
What do you think should be the possibility of the ADC getting a very free and fair primaries? Where if see Peter Obi emerge?
Well, if money is involved, Article will win. But if they go there and put the interest of the country first, Peter Obi will win because right now each of the political parties, including even APC, is doing their private opinion polls, and in those opinion polls, Atiku is also doing his own opinion polls. Peter Obi is winning is leading among the youths.
Are you serious that both Atiku opinion polls and Tinubu opinion polls now Peter Obi they win their 2 opinion polls?
Among the youths, Peter Obi is leading in
population now.
Yes, down. So that's why everybody is attacking Peter Obi. Okay, if you check what Akume said on Friday,
I be want to show you that you went talk. I be want report to you. Say, see what they talk about your brother. Oh, I be want report and
say you know fit rescue Anambra, in one rescue So if you read that statement, he say he no go mention the names of other people. So now only will be where Peter mentioned. You see so Obi is leading in the you say?
Why Obi be their problem?
Because if you go to the bush and see 5 trees, the one everybody's throwing stone, now the one will get fruit. So the youths are more. The youths are more in number in Nigeria, and the Peter Obi is leading among youth voters. So it's a problem.
So that means that may be another win for Bola Tinubu again, as it take be. Because remember, I said there's power of incumbency. Remember, I said we never solve the INEC problem. We never solve the glitch issue. I don't know whether I hear one exclusive will come out sometime when they talk, say INEC don't already strategize plan to rig election keep for corner, according to one gossip where they carry come. So all those ones will never come out and keep for corner. What happens? Because people don't talk and before say one way to beat this incumbent and when everybody come together. But without that coming together, that's without the all opposition political parties agreeing. What's be the possibility? Because PDP don't on their own, they think, say them two go still win election. We don't know whether they're serious or not.
Well, if Makinde comes out, assuming he comes out, he's going to take a part of Tinubu's vote now.
Do you think that Makinde is serious about contesting for election? Let's just be frank.
For me, Makinde is working for Ahmed Tinubu.
Okay, because that's what everybody thinks too. So that's that. So a lot of Nigerians, they worried about waiting could be the possible outcome of especially the ADC primaries, because then they canvass themselves as people will be say won't bring change. And I get Oga Bolaji Abdullahi here in promise saying will get indeed free and fair primaries. But I did ask him, I said, your primaries on go adopt open primaries. Abiona go adopt closed primaries with delegates. Because if not open primaries, Nigerians go buy a collect form for ADC, say all of them are ADC members. Make them vote who they won't vote for. But when you don't get open primaries, how will go fit use ascertain saying a free and fair? Because it goes once it did based on delegates, who go appoint those delegates?
No, delegates is each that they will give each state should produce so and so number of people. So
and so the party executives they produce those number of people per state. That's the problem. We don't day here. Somebody even talk. Who was my guest who said this? Somebody said this yesterday that they even lobby as much as paying 1, 2 to 3 million naira to be delegates because they know what is involved. So what happens? Because all the business as usual.
They even pay more. They even pay more. During the APC own, now dollar everywhere. Listen, even Tinubu gave more than your uncle Amechi.
No, I'm not talking about the primaries. I'm talking about to be a delegate, that people bribe to be delegates, to be nominated
because they know what they are going to get there. If you bribe with 2 million, you can get 10 million there.
So there's return on investments.
That's pure ROI.
All right, sir. Before I take on other issues, make I quickly let you know some things where they happen quickly. And then, but before I go there, just a quick one. We hear say Oga Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives today, for inside Abia State when he be said in the commission project for Alex Oti, because now him and Omahi joined Alex Oti to commission project because presidents go burial of Oga. I think it was yesterday, yeah. Burial of their chairman mother. Now, Kalu they beg President Bola Tinubu, say I beg, make him beg, make them stop to the demolish Igbo houses for Lagos State. Do you think that Igbos are deliberately targeted in those demolition based on Kalu apologies and a plea?
Well, for me, I don't really think say because of the burial where president no go Umuahia. You know say Nnamdi Kanu come from Umuahia.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
all right. Go ahead, sir.
So you go think say you go feel free go Nnamdi Kanu village.
But Alex Oti talk for that place, say him and Tinubu don't talk, say Nnamdi Kanu will be released very soon. And was that
okay.
if that conversation is true, right? If indeed didn't get that conversation with Tinubu, right? Is it not a good place for Tinubu to even come in and assure the Umuahiabi that, oh, don't worry, your son will soon be released. I am promising you that. It will be good political, strategy for him. Don't you think so?
But does it mean English still court or motor sure making stop what they do? Because Kanu judgment is coming 27th of October.
Okay. All right, sir. Before we go ahead, sir.
for me, on the issue of property, if you go to trade fair and see what happened there, they were doing a pick and choose. Demolish this one, leave this one, demolish this one, leave or this one. Go
And they were
there,
on the same area. All the
the
properties
same
in the same
area.
houses.
The same area. They will pass this one, go demolish this one. Go there, you see it. So those ones that they are living their own. I don't know what made it special, because if you feel that they violated the that is the what was given that to them, every building there should go. But they were doing a pick and choose.
Okay. Oh yeah. Before we enter inside the history of our Nigeria, very quickly, story just come out now. Carry and say the University of Nigeria and Soka UNN don't disown the Bachelor of Science degree. Wait, be say your brother, the Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, Uche Nnaji, carry say the person say no finish school and say they no offer them any certificates. They don't give them any certificates. Now, allegation of certificate forgery have surrounded Mr. Nnaji since July 2023. When President Bola Tinubu named him among the first batch of 28 ministerial nominees from 25 states forwarded to the Senate. So now, when they don't come out contact now, it be like say it don't cause problem. In fact, Mr. Nnaji's critics insist that he did not even complete his university education, and that both the bachelor's degree and the NYSC certificates when he present to Tinubu, say all of them are forged. And now, Nsoka don't come and contact saying, no, this degree not be from them. But however, in response to a Premium Times Freedom of Information request, Simon Otuanya, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Nsukka, stated that although Mr. Nnaji was admitted to the school in 1981, he did not complete his studies and was never awarded a degree. So how come they carry degree from the university saying where in go and in finish? He said, we refer to your later dated 29 September 2025 in respect to the above subject matter. Mr. Otuanya, a professor, wrote, of course, I think the 2nd of October, now he say right time. For the later, he said, we can confirm that we can confirm in the letter, they told say they can confirm, we can confirm that Mr. Geoffrey Uchechukwu Nnaji, with the matriculation number, then put a matriculation number, they make a no column, was admitted by the University of Nigeria Nsukka in 1981. Now, from every available records and information from the University of Nsukka, Nigeria, we are unable to confirm that he, Mr. Geoffrey Uchechukwu Nnaji, the current Minister of Science and Technology, graduated from the University of Nigeria in July 1985, as there were no records of his completion of study in the University of Nigeria Nsukka. Now, I did not say following, I'm flowing from above, the University of Nigeria Nsukka did not, then put the did not in capital letter for the writing, did not, and consequently, then put the could not again for capital letter, and consequently could not have issued the purported certificate or at all in July 1985. They say at all. Mr. Geoffrey Uchechukwu Nnaji, they no give him at all. That is the degree of science, Bachelor of Science. This conclusion is also in consonance with the earlier letter dated May 13, 2025. They say they no issue him any letter. A sitting minister. Sir, what does this mean?
Well, the same time Otuanya was in the university. He was a student in the university at that same time, because the vice chancellor is an old boy of my school, Nsukka High School.
Okay.
In Nsukka, the vice chancellor is from Nsukka. Understand?
Okay, so the two of them were about pairs in school at that time, so that's why he knows about this very well.
The same time, they were in school the same time.
Oh.
They were in school at the same time. So, which means he's another Chicago product.
You say, sir?
I said maybe he's another Chicago product.
What's it they happen for Chicago, sir?
Ingo try producing schoolmates now.
Because I don't understand. I won't make you help me explain.
I say since the University of Nigeria say they no give them statement of result, because that's what Nsukka gives first. Statement of result. Then
after years, then you come
offer that for your certificate. So Ingo go and produce schoolmates. But seriously, seriously, all the standard way in don't connect as a minister, he supposed to return them. It shows that he is not qualified.
And for a person to get appointed as minister, the person must graduate from university.
That is the certificate he presented now. That certificate he presented, and maybe he must have given Senate that same certificate, and that means he deceived both the president and the Senate, because before Senate is screening you, they'll have to check your CV. So it means that he deceived both the Nigerian Senate and the Nigerian president.
So what's in this thing now mean? Because I mean, people from other countries go to hear them, and what's it mean for the image, to the image of our country generally concerning these kind of things really happen?
Well, the image is already bad now. The image is already bad. But for over there, they've been looking at Nigerians as certificate forgers already since 2022. That information has been there. So this now is going to validate the other one.
So what's in about the leadership of Nigeria we instead of us to get things better, for us to get stronger institutions, so if we stop this kind of things from happening, the institutions then can do worse. Going to what's in your book capture about our democracy and leadership. Waiting it mean to us, waiting about the leadership of Nigeria will bring us to the level we do like this. We could go straight to your book now, sir.
Well, for me, Nigeria individuals, they are stronger than institutions. An instance, Nyesom Wike, they're stronger than FCT. Nyesom Wike, they're stronger than FCT. FCT cannot control Nyesom Wike. It is Nyesom Wike that is controlling FCT. FCT revolves around Nyesom Wike. So in Nigeria, individuals are stronger than institutions. So that's why we are not moving forward.
But then, in that case, do you think that democracy is working for Nigeria?
The democracy is dead in Nigeria.
So let's capture what's in your book talk about democracy, the abuse of power and all that, because I don't know whether this is a form of abuse of power. Now waiting make I raise the conversation. Make we capture what's in your book, at least from the first chapter, waiting a capture about abuse of power and a democracy for Nigeria, really.
Well, abuse of power is when due process are not followed. When due process are not followed, when things are not being done in the right way. That's what we call democratic integrity. Because another name for democracy is development. Democracy is about it's about other people. But when you see individuals becoming stronger than the people, then it's abuse of power.
All right. So make we chronicle our democracy now. From what year again? You can tell us that, like, I think it was 1984. You said you started to chronicle our democracy. So make we chronicle our democracy from the year where your book capture them one by one, and to look at how far we don't come, at least from within the first chapter, as you use capture them from inside your book.
Well, Shehu Shagari that was overthrown in December 31st, 1983. So from 1st January 1984, we started the military rule. That's a military intervention in Nigeria. So from 1984 till 1999, it is a military government that we witnessed in the country.
So who commercial Hushagari for that 1983?
Well, the coup was announced by one Dogon Yadu. I cannot remember his first name.
Okay.
It was Dogon Yadu that announced the coup. That's in 31st of December. But a lot of things happened because later we got a revelation from the army too, that the reason why they removed the Shehu Shagari was because they don't want an Igbo man as president. Being an ex-Ekweme.
Now him supposed to take over from Shehu Shagari.
From Shehu Shagari as the vice president.
Okay. So they say then come out. So who be the military person we can take over? Just asking based on context.
Buhari now.
Good.
From 1984, January 1st, that's when they announced Buhari as the head of state.
So why they no call that coup Hausa coup or Fulani coup? Just like the 1966 coup. Not vex, so I say make a ask.
Well, that's I have told you the reason now. And when army is in power, freedom of expression, everything is swept away. Mind you, there were two Guardian editors, Tunde Thompson and Ndoka Irabo, that Buhari sent to prison. You remember?
Yes, of course.
Yes. And that is it. So all those things were captured in the book. Those that went to prison, those that were detained, the atrocities of Buhari, which in 2014, when Buhari emerged as the APC presidential candidate, and people were saying that this man is a changed Democrat. I say no, Buhari can never change. Buhari can never change. So Buhari, even or there were 3 people that were executed. That's Ogedembe, and so that's for drugs. That one Bernard Owo, somebody Ogedembe, understand?
Mm-hmm.
When they were arrested and executed, there's no law that says in Nigeria that those caught for drug trafficking will face a firing squad. But when they have already been arrested before that decree was made, they made a decree today and push it back to around March, April, to make sure that those people will be executed.
So if he commit all those things which resemble atrocities, why is he then revered in the north, where they say that they see him as Megaiska and the savior, their savior for north? We're making get that cult-like followership.
One, Northerners the ordinary Northerners who are majority in the North, they don't trust rich people. Understand? And they don't. That's why Atiku is not as popular as Buhari. Buhari looks like a poor man. Understand? He looks like a poor man. So to them, they say this is one of us. So that's how election is always voting happens. This man is like God.
So to
Yes.
them, they feel like saying that their person and waiting make them like him.
Yes, this man now one of us. He looks like us. You know, Buhari was saying he doesn't get a house anywhere. Understand? That he is a poor man. That was why Aminu Kanu, this Kwankwasia now that you have, what Aminu Kanu was using to win elections. That's in the 80s. If you remember, Abubakar Rimi of the PRP, People's Redemption Party. So Aminu Kanu was the presidential candidate of the party, and everybody in Kanu, Jigawa State was part of Kanu State at that point in time. So, and in his house, there's no chair. If you come, you sit down on the ground. So he was behaving like a very poor man, and he has a cult followership. Because the poor will say this man is like us, therefore we will vote for him.
So to Northerners now, anybody will be like say they at home where they feel like say they feel relate to it based on the fact say it show show affluence. It show
affluence.
But then why did Nigeria trust him that he's also, I mean, people they call him say, people had confidence that he would handle corruption in Nigeria. That made them call him the incorruptible person. A lot of people, in fact, that was what they campaigned with in 2015. Why then?
No, that was Tinubu's handwork. Tinubu used the Lagos Ibadan press to market him. Knowing that if Buhari wins, it will be easy for him in 2023. So those things were work of the media. Mind you, Buhari was the chairman of PTF, Petroleum Trust Fund, which was set up by Abacha. So if Abacha was evil, why were they not also calling Buhari evil? Under Abacha, in PTF, 2.5 billion missed. Check the value.
We heard that story then.
Check the value of 2.5 billion then. So saying that he is not corrupt now for people who no history. But Tinubu used the soap and sponge and washed him.
I don't understand. So you're saying that the Buhari that we know, not just a handmaid of Tinubu PR.
Lagos Ibadan Press.
So do you feel that fee be one of the reasons we make Buhari make sure say he give him power? Because some people talk here, somebody don't come this platform talk, say the 2023 election was rigged by Buhari's men to favor Tinubu.
Yes, now what happened now? Say, you give me, I give you, make you give me too. That's why Tinubu say Eminoko. I have given you, you have to give me. It's just like ball. If I pass to you, you pass to me.
Oh wow! So then, where Chibuike Amechi for this conversation, especially considering say Chibuike Amechi also played a lot of role to bring Buhari to power, because if you talk about politics and the game we surround politics for inside Nigeria, So which role? Waiting Chibika Amechi, which role will you come play inside now? Because Chibika Amechi will also tell you that now River State money nine fund the 2015 election of Muhammadu Buhari. Remember at the time they had also adjourned when they canceled that election, postponed. I remember when they postponed that election. We heard that at that time they were almost giving up. It was what's his name? Amechi that insisted and said that no, we will win them because money they grant to do them. So what role? I mean, where was now what's his name? Amechi's place? Could it be said that Buhari disappoint, perhaps betray Amechi over Tinubu? Remember that Amechi kept saying that. Sorry, Buhari kept saying that he has a preferred candidate. But if he mentions that person, they will kill the person. You remember that? And people thought that maybe Amechi based on their unspoken promises.
Well, Buhari, that's Tinubu and the Buhari had an agreement, but as time was going, he began to change his mind. And at the primaries, when the APC was having their primaries, everybody thought that Rotimi Amechi is going to win.
Oh dear, I've lost Mr. Nosike. Okay, guys, phone lines are open. Are you there, sir? All right, phone lines are open.
Yes, I'm with you.
All right, so you can jump in on the conversation. Make a quickly let people know, say if you enter the conversation. I don't put the link for you to join the conversation for inside the comment section. And if you call the WhatsApp number 0817-029-4077. And for those who are going to worry about how to get Dr. Anosike book, the book actually there on Amazon. I don't put out the link to see the book and to purchase the book. A few people also contacted me personally within the week to ask how they can get the book, and I forwarded the links to them. So it is important for you not just to buy this book, ensure you buy for your children, just own it in your family, because the book will chronicle the democracy in Nigeria. And I think it's something that you need to archive in your home, especially at a time when you basically need to teach our children history again like that. It's important. Even if they teach history, it's also good for them to cross-check this, with Adam to part of their book where you basically they go use for research and to read for reference purposes. So you can just click on the Amazon link. I don't highlight them. It will carry you straight to where you go buy the book, or you call the WhatsApp number 0701 214 6454. I think that number you can also get it directly 0701 214 6454 to get a copy of the book. So go ahead, sir. Sorry that I cut you off.
Okay, about 2 hours before Tinubu emerged, everybody thought that Rotimi Amechi is going to be the presidential candidate of APC. But from nowhere, Tinubu maneuvered everybody and emerged. Tinubu maneuvered everybody and emerged. But the truth is that what made the APC win, or the revolution was started by Rotimi Amechi. It was the quarrel between Rotimi Amechi and Jonathan then. So it was those the new PDP people that moved, that gave APC victory. That's
President Tinubu they claim say na him bring Buhari, na him put him for power, na him make him say na him turn now to enter power too.
Minus those NPDP, APC will not have won, because over 50% of the money used was from River State. And mind you, at that time, Kwankwaso was the governor of Kano State.
Yes.
Yes. So imagine Kano State leaving PDP, River State leaving PDP. What remains? Understand? Saraki, then Atiku. So yes. It is the new PDP that gave APC victory. Because if Kwankwaso did not move, Jonathan would have won Kano State, and that time Tinubu scored over 1 million votes in Kano. Over 1 million votes in Kano. Understand me? So, and again, Amechi was the Director General campaign of
Of the
Buhari.
Buhari, yes.
Understand? So both in 2015 and in 2019. So that's why he's still licking his wounds up to today.
So in the regrets. Now,
In
I
the
mentioned
regret,
something interesting. In talk say, waiting make him be supporting the day against Jonathan. You know, talk saying that because of their personal issues, because you and I know they had personal issues because of Patience Jonathan, right? But he said
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it was because Jonathan had completed the 2 years after Obasanjo finished 8 years. Jonathan had completed the 2 years of Yaradua and still did 4 years. That's 6 years, and he was still going again without giving the North time. So that's why he was against it. But right now, Ide ADC, we feel likely also give Atiku a ticket after 8 years of the North. So in the talk, saying Ingo champion for a Southern candidate for ADC because it's only right that a Southerner will collect the ticket. But meanwhile, all of them don't promise say any of them will win the primaries. Now everybody go support. So how can Mechi go fit use get face support in Northerner after waiting in for 2015?
Well, one British statesman, Winston Churchill, said that politicians don't believe themselves. Therefore, it surprises them when others believe them.
It's a shock for them that people believe them. So that means it's
Yes.
even shock for people to believe. But make I quickly take this call. Good evening and welcome, please.
Yeah, good evening, Precious.
Sir, you're welcome.
Yeah. Mr. Anosike, Dr. Anosike, good evening.
Good evening.
It was Ted Cruz, Senator Ted Cruz of America, that was talking something about the killings that is going on in Nigeria.
Did you watch from the beginning, sir? Yes, I said it. He said that from I captured that from the beginning.
Okay, so for Nigerian government to be denying such a fact is not only the Senator Ted Cruz, an organization in Australia that is in charge of I forgot the name of the man is a little bit difficult for me to pronounce. So the man gave what is called a breakdown of what it all the way in Australia gave a breakdown of what is happening, the amount of people, how many churches, and how they are helping the seminary schools to give them some pickup and everything. And for the government of Nigeria to be denying such a thing is so annoying. It's so annoying. And yesterday I was listening to what the thing that your program yesterday, and I think yesterday where Jonathan was in that people thought that they are like what was his name, the one that always go and negotiate with them will say, oh, they are hungry people. But when you look at what Jonathan said and what Obasanjo said, you find out that these people are not hungry because of the type of guns they are carrying. Okay, you just mentioned that somebody was killed today. A doctor, a veterinary doctor, who is also out there to help them to, give the same animals they are specialized. To treat their animals. Now the person, they just gun the person down. What is just happening in that country? And people keep on. And when someone tries to talk, they will tell you, "Oh, why are you talking like this? Oh, why will you say this?" I was just listening to Mr. Dr. Osike this evening on the radio. And when somebody was talking against that, what did Peter Obi do? Well, can we see Peter Obi has done his term and another person came in and did another 8 years before another person that is in there. Even in the Western world that we are in, when they do something, you need to maintain it. If you don't maintain it, it will still go down because that thing is being used every day. Sometimes you watch what is happening in Nigeria, you find out that sometimes we don't have, I don't want, sometimes, Prince Chilak always say it, that the hunger hasn't touched Nigerians. Because when it gets to them, they know what to do. We are talking about, like the other guy that was talking the other day, that was saying there is 2026 is still there, but everybody is talking about 2027. Because when you see the way things are going, and people that are suffering never agree that they are suffering, it seems that the few that are milking Nigeria are the ones that shout the loudest. When others are dying, when others are crippling, and if anybody that is saying that Buhari was not corrupt, what happens to the PTF drugs that are being brought into Nigeria? I'm sure Dr. Cisco will remember that some of the drugs were almost 2 months or 3 months expiring, and they will be imported into Nigeria. Who oversees those things? And there was one that during the time Julius Berger was still there in Nigeria, about the drugs, the type of drug they give to Nigerians and the one they give to their foreign staffs. There are so many things going on in that country. Sometimes you start getting annoyed the type of news that someone will be hearing that is going on in Nigeria. Okay, Dangote, they are fighting. Dangote, you have your own company, but those companies those foreigners you brought in, you are paying them in hard currency. Why don't you pay them in local currency? There is a lot going on, but nobody cares. Nobody is talking about it.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, Agatoni Chukudi. Okay. All right. Mr. Nosike, would you like to react to that quickly before I speak to someone else?
Well, what you said is true. What is happening in Nigeria, if half of it happened in any other country, that country will burn. But here we just move on as if on is well. One thing with Nigeria, we know how to adapt to bad situations. It has mastered us adapting to any kind of situation that comes.
Hello, good evening and welcome, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Precious.
Sir?
Precious,
sir?
We Nigerians in the United States, we watch you and see what's going on, and you're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you, sir.
But I just don't know when Nigeria will change.
Now, wait till make they talk. Would they talk so that it will change, sir?
Yes, because Nigeria gained their independence in 1960. And it's all about Nigeria. Igbos are not included. Yeah, you listen to me?
I am, please. But you sound distracted. Well, go ahead, sir.
Okay. So what's going on? Nigeria cannot progress unless we become one Nigeria. When they worry about Ojukwu abstracting the name Biafra and name it to that part of Nigeria, there was never been a Nigerian before. We're all. Are you listening to me?
Sir, you're very distracted. If you can help me turn off your listening device so that you won't be hearing yourself on your listening device and on phone at the same time, because you're distracted, sir.
Okay.
I am listening to you, but you are distracted.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the thing about Nigeria can rename their name to Biafra, because we've never been in Nigeria. A girlfriend of Lord Lugard, the then Governor General of Nigeria, came from England and started giving us a name, and gave Ghana Gold Coast. Then Ghana built up and grown and changed to the Ghana they were, and gave her Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast gave their name back to their name, Cote d'Ivoire. And we are still Nigeria. We're not from a river. There was something called Battle of Biafra, in which the capital was Benin City, the Benin Empire. All this summit takes place in Benin, from Togo, from everywhere, and they're all summoned in Benin Empire, and then with the Battle of Biafra, and that's where Ojukwu abstract the name.
All right, sir. I think Oga is a bit distracted with this call, so that we can speak to someone else very quickly. Sincere apologies. But let me take your reaction to, if you want to say anything. Do you believe that the name Nigeria is affecting us in Nigeria, Dr. Nosike?
Personally, I don't, because the name Nigeria comes from River Niger, that's Niger area. The country around the Niger area, River Niger.
Okay. So it don't mean anything, and it not supposed to affect us.
Now they affect ourselves.
Isn't that we affect ourselves? Okay, so yeah, I wanted us to talk more about your book, but time is already fast spent. I've just announced to them that we can get the book in on, let me see, on Amazon for those in the diaspora, and Nigerians who want to get a hard copy. You can also call the number to get a hard copy of the book. Hello, good evening, and welcome. Good evening. Oh dear. All right. To get the hard copy of the book, they can also call. So I've been asked you, I think I've been asked you this question before, but make I ask again in case I forget. I will still ask another time. What's be the thing will enter your mind will make you begin research? Because I know see this book now a product of a lot of research. What's enter your mind will make you begin research to say I want to write this book?
Well, what really cost? I checked. Those who fight for this democracy, not be the people where they enjoy them now. All the tactics, those who fight for this democracy, not be the people where they enjoy them now. Understand? All the 36 governors today, none of them fought for the democracy. So it just like this breadfruit, okwa. Understand? You know, preparing okwa is a tedious job.
Yes.
So it is not those who prepare the breadfruit that are now enjoying it. So I have to let Nigerians know this thing now where these people they enjoy. They did not bring a fire or kerosene or water when this food is being cooked. Understand? So and again, I know that the Onisabakobas, the Ghanaian Fawemis of this world made a very serious mistake, because after fighting, they excused themselves, and those who know what democracy be now begin to mess them up. Understand? Because the people who are now enjoying this democracy did not fight for democracy, so they don't understand.
That the likes of Ganipa Emi, Olisa Bakuba, and the rest of them supposed contest for electoral and political position and they for politics?
Sure.
They will be better politicians than the current group of politicians.
Knowing what they go through, they will have done better than what is happening now. Okay. Nelson Mandela.
Okay.
Nelson Mandela, after fighting for South African independence, became the president.
All right. But President Bola Tinubu fight for democracy. He's now the president. And Omoyole fights for democracy. He's a politician today. So what are we talking about? There are quite a couple of them. Then plenty.
Madam Precious, sir? Nigerians should check on the forward of this book. They will see those who fought for democracy. And the Bola Tinubu name is not there. Adams Oshomode name is not there. Festus Kiyamo was telling you that he fought for the democracy. His name is not there. But Shawore, his name is there. That's why I dedicated the book to Chima Obani. Everybody know Chima Obani. Chima Obani, Beko Ramson Kuti. That's a Fenda Junior brother. Bamidene Aturu. Then Omoyone Shawore. These are people who were, and many, many others. But none of these governors is involved. I can only mention this Senator Shehu Sani, who went to prison on 2 occasions. He was thrown into prison by the army. So these people now, when they enjoy the democracy, they did not fight for democracy. That's why they are abusing it.
Are you saying this because they know in prison then I make you feel say they don't fight for democracy? Do they have to be imprisoned for them to have fought for democracy?
You must not be imprisoned, but your contributions should have been known to everybody.
President Bola Tinubu's contribution was known by everybody. Everybody we don't come out, come talk, say, even Shawari admits all of them now fight for democracy. In Tokam now, see all of them fight them. So how come you deny say the president or your book Assad say the presidents no follow for those who fight for democracy? Wale Soyinka name follow, and Wale Soyinka don't also admit say him and the president then follow. How can't even talk about how they run, go hide and all that. Even Dele Momodu even chronicle the role where the presidents play and all that. So I don't understand, sir. No vex. So you know, saying I study now, learn. So would you want understand?
Okay. Na Ibuchukwu Ezike we write on the forward, and Ibuchukwu Ezike was the financial secretary of NANS those days, national. Understand me? Was the financial secretary of NANS. He was in OAU. That's University of Ife then. Now him write forward. And now him where Obasanjo, where Sani Abacha say that he and Obasanjo should be arrested and killed, and their body fit to the lions and crocodile in Aso Rock. So now him write forward on the struggle for democracy from 1984 to 1999. He was in the field. As we speak, he is the executive director, Civil Liberties Organization, which was formed by Onisawa Koba. Understand? He is not a politician. So these people...
So what then did the president do when he said he was fighting for democracy? What do you think say President Bola Tinubu do then when he's saying fight for democracy?
They told you that he was in exile in UK, mobilizing for funds. That is what we heard.
Mobilizing for funds?
Yes, for Nadeku.
So person will gather money for Nadeku, no also gather, if I contribute through money, I no contribute for the cause.
Okay.
It be like say get more way to tell us later, because I know you there's something where you say you won't tell us, where you never tell us. The way they smile, it be like say there's something where you won't tell us. Maybe we'll go talk about them next Saturday, because I would really like to hear from you. Detailed role where you say President Bola Tinubu play. Reason I ask this question now, a lot of accusations don't come, especially considering in relationship with a lot of people will be Abacha henchmen, the Chagres of this world, the Atiku Bagudus of this world, and all that. So people can say, how come you fight this person, but most of the intention now your guys will be say you did strong with. But at that one, make you never answer us now. We'll go talk about it next week so that we'll give you time.
Okay.
And, go ahead, sir.
Because now that Bagudu, now that Atiku Bagudu be the number one man where they send Atiku money outside the country, and he's the Minister of Budget as we speak.
Yes. Yes, sir. So we'll talk about that one next week. And okay, so you were talking about more things. You said that one of the reasons you wrote the book now because of say you find out say people then way be say they enjoy this democracy today, not be people where they enjoy it. And Shehu Sani way mention say where they enjoy it. Shehu Sani don't even believe say Nigerian youths themselves go fit rescue Nigeria. Because just for today, in the talk today for inside the interview, in talk say Nigerian youths no get waiting it takes to change Nigeria. Say waiting they interested in to create content. Do you agree with him? I be like Senator don't start to worry again. But at the meantime, make I talk to a person within my backyard. Person day here for backyard. Good evening, Oga Reverend Idogeni. Welcome, sir. Reverend Idogeni, can you hear me? Reverend Idogeni, can you hear me? Reverend Idogeni, can you hear me? Okay, unfortunately, it be like say you did hear me, but you need to hear me. So yes, now we see Shehu Sani talk. He talks to Nigerian youths, them know they're ready to fight for the country or to even change the country at all. That what they're interested in is just to create content. And a lot of Nigerian youths feel offended about that. Let me take your thought on that, sir, so that go our time that already they fast spends. What do you think about what Shehu Sani said about Nigerian youths not being ready to rescue Nigeria?
It is true. Social
How?
media is causing a lot of distractions. It is removing them. That's
But
from
they're
what is
using the same
happening.
social media to talk about their country, aren't they?
I know. Sheikh Hussein is not a part of this. This country in around India that their president was chased away about a month ago. It is
How?
the Gen Zs. Yes,
Mm.
it is Gen Zs that caused it. In Kenya, it is the same Gen Zs. But here in Nigeria, our own Gen Zs are pressing phone.
No, that's not true, sir. The same phone what did they press, now they use fight each other along ethnic lines for social media. Remember, waiting they go on for social media. And are still the Gen Zs, now they handle the phones for social media where they did the talk about their country and when make the fight don't they go ethnic. So you still believe that Gen Zs are not contributing or not interested in politics?
They are not. They are distracted from politics. If you go that to X, you see that there's no unism. Everybody are not thinking or the same way. They don't have the youth don't have one voice, and it's a problem.
All right, sir. So I will go see you again next week, hopefully. Make we talk more on the book and continue to educate Nigerians, because when we talk small about things that happen for the country, we'll also chronicle things we get to do with us. But that's tomorrow. That's next Saturday. You go cool down, tell us why you think say our president no follow fight for democracy and why you know Adam for your forward for your book. Because the reason I ask this question, it contradicts the story what would they face today, what would they hear today. And for people when they read the book to get a clear understanding, they go won't understand why the name no day and him and other people them. As you just talk, say the names of the 36 state governors, them no day included for people who be say fight for democracy. There must be a reason, and we go like make you tell us that reason. If you even help us contact the person we do the forward, make you explain to us why it be say. In fact, can you bring him along with you next Saturday? I don't mind, so that he go join us, because we would like to hear from him based on his experience.
He is in Enugu as we speak.
It doesn't matter. He will join us virtually. We are not in the same space. You're joining us virtually. So he will join us virtually if he can.
Okay.
If he can. Because based on the fact saying their life, he followed that period in day, we would like know what he know. It is important because now part of education to also help us make we know what they really happen.
Okay. No problem.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for today. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. So for everyone, please, if you want to get Mr. Anosike's book on abuse of power, Dr. Anosike's book, by the way, it is on Amazon for those of you watching. The link already, I don't put them up there. It is on Amazon. Kindly click on the link where I don't put up to use Go Watch to get the book for inside Amazon. right? In fact, make I pin the link again. Make on see am, please. So kindly check on the pinned post on the comment section. Now, dear, the book day. The link for the book, or you can call for the hard copy. Those who asked last week is 0701 214 6454. That is for those calling outside the country, you add the country code plus 234, right? And it calls 701 214 6454. Now the number to call to obtain the hard copy of the book. Dr. Nosike, thank you so much, sir, for joining us this evening. I appreciate
Thank you so much. I appreciate too.
Thank you. We'll see you next Saturday, sir. Hopefully, with the person we offer your forward.
Yes. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you, sir. Do enjoy the rest of your evening, sir. All right, Nigerians, thank you so much for to everyone who's been part of the show. It's always a pleasure to be with you guys and to always discuss matter we get to Warriors for Nigeria. Next week we will come ready, hopefully, with the person we write the forward for that book. Make we know why they exclude our whole president's name for inside the people we fight for democracy. It is very important that we know. But at the meantime, it's goodbye from this end. I'd like to tell you guys thank you once again and to remind you that I love you. Have I said that today? You guys know I love you guys now. Even though we quarrel, we break up to make up. I love you guys so much. Protect your mental health. Please, it is very important. As you worry about Nigerian situation, worry and small, rest small too, because I already cried this road. You understand? I love when I plenty. See you tomorrow evening, God willing, with Prince Francis Chilaka. On Monday, I go there with Dr. Catch. He's requested to have a rebuttal for waiting the interview with BC Kenneth Okonkwo gets concerning him. We'll see you tomorrow evening, God willing. Thank you so much. God bless you. Good night. Thank you.